Hi guys. So Spirit is like not playing around today, you guys. I got a lot of downloads today. And this energy is going to be moving really quickly. The like so-called tower moments or like complete crumbling away of what we thought we knew to so that stronger things can be rebuilt. And this recent period of like rest, rejuvenation, and reflection, so that we can heal things that may have been triggered that came up again recently. It's in preparation for this next, or this energy that's coming. For me, it's already here, but don't forget, I tend to feel the energy a little bit before my collective. It used to be about 3 or 4 days, but now I'm realizing it's about 2 weeks, because I was kind of confused for a couple days, like, how am I feeling this energy that's like, it just wasn't aligning with, things weren't aligning properly anymore. And I kind of figured out today, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to feel the energy sooner and sooner, which is good, because then I have a chance to relay that to you guys. So this is what's to be expected. Is it's for me, it happened recently, but probably in about 2 weeks is when it's going to be go time. Like, no more time for rest and reflection. It's like time to take action on serious change in your life. Okay, because this last like crumbling of things and tower moments were supposed to show us what still needs to be worked on. And it's like the last, like, it's gonna be go time after this, guys. This year has been crazy because obviously for the obvious reasons, but it's like judgment year. Okay, the 20th card in tarot is the judgment card, which is like awakening. And also with the way that the planets are cycling, we're closing out cycles from the past 35 years of our life, and we're setting the stage for the next 35-40 years of our life, which is a really long time, guys. So for people in my age range, like 35-36, it's like pretty much like the remainder of your life, right? But also, since we're closing out cycles for the past 35 years, this last set of tower moments was supposed to show you, what have you been putting up with your whole life? What have you been putting up with your whole life that you don't want to, now that you are aware of your value and having self-actualization or gaining self-actualization knowledge, right? What are you going to refuse to put up with for the next 40 year cycles? Okay, this was the last like set of tower moments for that complete crumbling away of that, to show you what changes need to be made in your life. They're usually like sudden, shocking things that happened. Okay, and it's a chance to grow and evolve and rebuild stronger. All right, so the Strength card is coming to mind heavily today. But it's like, what are you not going to put up with anymore? That takes too much from you, that crosses your healthy boundaries, that leaves you feeling depleted, or like you're not good enough, or a lot of this stems from issues that happen in childhood, either knowingly or unknowingly, because people can still have like the perfect childhood and still have issues that stem from childhood in some capacity. But there are a lot of others that obviously, are known. Okay, abandonment issues, codependency issues. Like if a parent wasn't there or was over controlling like a helicopter parent, you know, these create issues down the line in your relationships, in your interpersonal relationships with people, and it blocks the capacity to have an open heart space. Okay. So it's a lot of mending from like childhood stuff. That's really what's being focused on at this time. Coming up soon, like in the next 2 weeks, which is the energy I'm already feeling, it's like Spirit's not playing around. It's like, it's go time to get working on this. Okay. Like if you're not making your dreams a reality, what are you doing? You're going to be stuck in the same cycles, like pretty much, you know, the next 35, 40 years. So let's see what Spirit has to say about this. It's a lot of like fiery, passionate, like go time kind of energy that's going to be coming up in the next 2 weeks. And it's going to require a lot of strength because the energies are shifting so quickly. Okay. Because it's like a period of intense rest, rejuvenation, reflection, and healing to like straight up like off the line. Okay. That's how it's going to be. Yeah. So crown chakra, the 7th chakra, that's all about ascension, growing as a person. It's using these events that have happened, these tower moments in your life, to grow as a person for expansion and ascension. Okay. And healer also. All right. Ascended healer. Get it? Okay. Hold on. I just saw this when I cut the deck right now. That's hilarious. Okay. Alright, so what do we need to know for the upcoming energy? Yin-yang balance. Alright. This is a balance of the shadow side and the light side, which we all have inside ourselves. And this is what is being restored. There is going to be a full moon coming up on October 1st in Libra season, which is the scales, which is about balance. Okay. And this is, see how it like goes from like cool and mellow blues to like fiery? Like that's going to be the transition. This is perfect. This is exactly what it's going to be, from like rest, rejuvenation, healing to like go. And it's going to require balance because the energy shift is going to be so, it's going to feel exactly like this. It's going to be a surge all of a sudden for forward movement. The world, closing out cycles, new cycles beginning. Perfect. This is exactly it. It's to close out those cycles of what you've been dealing with your whole life that are causing you to be out of balance, and it's going to be rapid. This is perfect. And you see the circles here reflected. That's also a sign, you guys. That's a big part of the message too. Cycles. Okay. Breaking out of cycles that are no longer serving, that we've been stuck in for years, that we've been putting up with for years. And it's taking from our sense of self-worth. This is no longer going to be the case. Okay? You're going to have this sudden surge to move forward towards your goals, towards your dreams, towards your purpose. That's what's going to happen. You're going to close out cycles, old cycles, and start moving forward for new cycles, or be stuck in the same one. Okay, but you're going to feel this push to do that. Heartbreak. Yeah. Okay. Woman holding a coin. So this is about stability. This is about stability, and that's in the center. That's in the heart of the reading. Okay. Woman holding a coin is about abundance. It's about being grounded. Okay. Because this is going to be really tough. This quick transition of energy, you're going to need to ground, okay, and focus on things that are meaningful to you. This is like a pentacle, right? So it represents abundance. If you put your energy into that, that's what will be given back to you multiplied, okay? But it's also going to require grounding, and this is at the center of the reading, the heart of the reading, because these quick shifts of ending old cycles and starting new cycles based on your aspirations and what you determine to be abundance in your life. It doesn't always have to do with money, guys. Most of the time it doesn't, in fact. It's more about what's really meaningful to you. What do you value most in life? Okay? These are what these cycles are about, and these shifts. Rest and rejuvenation. Yeah. So that's what's happening now. Okay. For me, I was just in this state, all right? And I'm feeling this energy, this quick surge forward to close out cycles and have stability and focus on what is valuable, what's important. It's coming for you guys, okay? You still may be in this energy if you haven't felt this surge yet, okay? But it's going to be rapid. It's going to be rapid. All tied up. It's about freeing yourself from attachments. Freeing yourself from attachments. Okay? When you're stuck in these cycles that are so deep-rooted and it's hard to see a way out, okay? That's what those tower moments are for, is to show you what's not working for you in your life anymore, and it requires that reflection rebalancing act. And this is what's that's reflected here, okay, with the yin yang, perfect balance of shadow side, light side. All right. Let me clarify these with some tarot. And man holding a coin. Wow. So we have woman holding a coin and man holding a coin. It's like a divine connection. So this is like the yin yang also. That's what the yin yang represents, 2-2. Okay. You may be in a twin flame, on a twin flame journey. All right. But this is about a balance of yin yang, not only within, or a balance of perfect harmony of your shadow and light side within yourself, but so that it can be reflected in your relationships also. Okay. All right, so let's clarify this with tarot. Let's use everyday tarot. Oh, by the way, I was using energy oracle cards. All right. 4 of Wands. I was going to say it here, but I didn't want to. But 2 and 2 is 4, which is representative of the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is like twin flame, divine soulmate connection, elite connection, union. Okay, that's the 4 of Wands. That's yin yang. All right, perfect harmony. Four of Cups. Let me pull some more and then I'll go over them. 6 of Wands. Two of Wands. King of Cups. And Strength and 6 of Swords. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. So, alright. So 4 of Cups is about not paying attention to the messages from the universe. It's kind of a sense of apathy, which was really heavy in the collective recently. All right? Like, just so emotionally over it that you're like, whatever. Someone offers something to you and you're like, whatever. So yeah, Four of Cups is like disinterest, not paying attention to the signs. See how this arm's kind of like coming in from the sky, like, hey, I'm trying to show you something here, and this person's like, whatever. That's Four of Cups energy. All right, kind of like apathetic, not interested in even though there's these 3 cups here, right? And someone's like, hey, and cups in tarot, you guys represent emotions. All right, they're all like the feels. This is what is being restored, because it's like that rest and rejuvenation, right? And then all of a sudden it's going to be go time, and that's what Six of Wands is. It's about victory, success. Like wands represent action, like movement. Six of Wands, the shadow side of this is ego, right? Like needing recognition from other people, like a false sense of recognition. And these are oftentimes, ego is from fear, right? Like, what if I'm not good enough? What if they don't like me? What if I fail? Oftentimes actions driven from ego is like that Six of Wands energy in reverse. But ego stems back to fear. And usually it ties into childhood in some way. Something that happened in childhood. And it's, what have you been putting up with your whole life, right? Those cycles, the world, it's all about cycles. Okay? Closing out those ego-based and fear-based cycles and starting new cycles for victory and success. Not based in this Four of Wands energy, but based in perfect harmony internally, and it'll be reflected in your relationships. Okay? So woman holding a coin and Two of Wands. Yeah, okay. I'll go over in a second. So again, the wands, like that fiery movement kind of energy. This is about making a decision to move forward. Making a decision to move forward. She has the world in her hands. Look at how this woman here. This is the heart of the reading. Okay? This is the heart of the reading. This woman here is holding the pentacles, and I was talking about how pentacles represent abundance. What are the most meaningful things to you? Clarified by this card, where the woman is holding the world literally in her hands, making a decision to move forward and like take that next step in the journey. It's going to require, first of all, realizing what is abundance to you. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but what things are the most meaningful to you? This is the time to choose that, not put up with this crap that you've been getting your whole life. Okay, not living in fear and ego-based thoughts, and instead closing out those cycles, starting new cycles based in for success and victory on what you want for you, what you envision for your life based on what is meaningful for you. Could this be any more clear? This is incredible. And so the next card that came out is Rest and Rejuvenation and King of Cups. Rest and rejuvenation is happening for a lot of people right now from all that conflict, okay? Reevaluating, reassessing. It's getting, King of Cups is very in tune with his emotions. He's very intuitive also. It's about looking at what major events just happened in your life to show you, getting in tune with your inner self, okay, and rebalancing that. All right. I feel like it's like the King of Cups is like the opposite of this card, right? Because this person's so depressed, it's like apathetic, like he has no feels at all. This is the opposite, the King of Cups. And that's what this rest and rebalancing is for, is to get in touch with your emotions, okay? And the King, the leader of your emotions. You're in control of your emotions, not the other way around. Because that's what causes ego and fear-based actions, not success and victory, okay? So once you come out of this rest and rejuvenation state, more in tune with yourself, your authentic self, and what is meaningful to you, that's where you're going to be pushed. That's where you're going to be pushed. All right. Because again, look at this, blue to fire. All right. See how much blue is here? Well, King of Cups, water. All right. It's going to be like blue to fire, that fiery energy, which is the wands. Okay. And then lo and behold, the strength card did come out. So all tied up, it's having the strength to break those attachments that you have been putting up with your whole life. Okay. Releasing that ego and fear so that you can break free from those attachments that are keeping you stuck in the same cycles over and over and over again. Having the strength, and again, strength is representative of Leo, which is a fire sign, like fiery. It's going to be from like rest and rejuvenation to nope, go time. Either break your attachments or you won't. But this is the push, is to break those attachments and codependent behaviors. And it's clarified even further by Six of Swords, leaving it behind to head towards calmer waters, leaving turbulent waters to head towards calmer waters, leaving that away. And the swords, like cutting this out, right? Strength to head towards calmer waters, break free from those attachments of crap that you've been putting up with your whole life. It could even be an inner script, an inner unhealthy script, like, I'm not good enough, how could I ever do that? That's impossible. The word impossible is a stupid word. I'm sorry. It's the dumbest word in the vocabulary. Okay? It's not, you guys. That shouldn't even be a word. Okay? It's what we tell ourselves that keeps us like this. Our inner script. Our own limitations based in fear and ego, right? Which is inhibiting success. It's when you can break free from those attachments that this will turn to actual victory and not a false sense of victory. Okay? And it's based on what are the most meaningful things to you. Your definition of abundance. All right? So it's going to be very tricky to balance this sudden shift of energy. This is perfect. This is like my whole reading summed up in one card here. My whole intro of the message I've been getting the last 2 days. Rest to like go time. Okay? I'm actually going to put these in reverse because I feel like that's the energy from them right now. All right. So yeah, how perfect is that? Leaving those cycles behind, guys. Finding the strength and the passion and the courage. That's what the strength card is. To get out of those cycles that are holding you back. Awful, right? Who wants to live like that? What's interesting about the twin flame journey, you guys, is, and that's represented heavily here. And I don't like doing love readings, okay? The reason being, that's not the point. It's not the point to find out what's going on in the other person's life, what's going up with the person that they're involved in, what kind of ish are they dealing with. That is completely missing the point of these type of messages, you guys. And I won't sell out and start doing it. I can do them very well, but I won't. If it comes up in a reading, I'll discuss it. Because if it comes up, it must come out, right? If it comes up, it must come out. And it's coming out in this reading. So that's why I'm discussing it. But I'm not going to start being a twin flame tarot reader. Okay? That's what's popular. That's what gets subscribers. I refuse to do it. It's not the point of the journey. The journey is about self-actualization. It's about the journey, not the destination. Okay. So it is coming up in this reading, so I'm going to talk about it. Woman holding a coin, man holding a coin. This is a divine connection represented by the yin yang. This is the twin flame symbol. But you don't have to be on a twin flame journey or like elite soulmate or divine connection journey to have this, because the point is to have this within yourself. The point is to have this within yourself. Okay? It's about releasing your attachments. It's about working on your shadow side, your hardcore triggers. Okay? Usually your twin flame will trigger your deepest childhood wounds. And it's so that you can heal those and spread unconditional love in the world. That's the Four of Wands. I didn't pull it, but it was there. That's the Four of Wands, is like unconditional love, happy home, happy family, happy community. And that spreads to the world, and that's how the world heals. Is through unconditional love. It's the purest emotion, overpowers any emotion. Guilt, fear, shame, pride, anything. Unconditional love is like purest, and that's represented here. Okay? Unconditional love versus conditional love. I did a reading on that if you're interested a while back. Unconditional love is not restrictive. It's not restrictive. Unconditional love is freeing. It's freeing. It's saying, I value your happiness more than my attachments or need, like codependencies or triggers. Okay, your happiness is more important than my need for you. It's freeing. That's unconditional love. Okay, it's not restrictive, controlling, manipulative, game playing. That's conditional. Okay. So, how does that tie into this reading? It's a long story. If you guys want to look up 2020 for the year of twin flames, you can. If that doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry about it. It just came up in the reading, so I wanted to discuss it. But it's not what my readings focus on. My readings focus on your path, your journey, your healing, what energies to expect, what's happening astrologically, so that I can help you navigate these times as much as possible with the messages that I get from the divine. Okay, that's what's important. That's what's truly important, is your self-actualization journey to true happiness and unconditional love for self. Okay. And at the bottom of overall energy, at the bottom of this deck, Two of Pentacles. It's a juggling act. It's about balance. It's about a decision. This is reflected several times here in the heart of the reading and the overall energy. A decision. Okay. It's choosing to move forward. What are you going to do with the world in your hands? This is the time to close out those cycles and create the new ones that are not based in fear and ego, but where you can actually have victory, success, and unconditional love for self and balance with self in your life. That's what's coming up in the next 2 weeks, okay, you guys? So I hope that helps you in some way. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.